Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to Zen Tarot. My name's Julie. I'm going to do a timeless tarot card reading for you, Gemini. I'm going to trust if this reading comes across your screen, you're meant to see it. I hope you like this reading. If you do, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Thank you. Thank you. If you'd like a personal reading from me, my email address is in the description box below. Just send me an email. We can talk about that. And this is just a reminder, this is a general tarot card reading for the sign of Gemini anywhere in your chart, or if you're just checking in on a Gemini, everyone is welcome here. It just might not resonate with all. But welcome, Gemini. What is going on? Let's get you a Moon Oracle card. Spirit, can we get a Moon Oracle card for Gemini? Show the world the real you, the full moon in Aquarius. Time to come out of your shell. Time to take some kind of mask off here, Gemini. Let's see what that's about. And a new romantic cycle begins, the new moon in Libra. Oh my, look at that. Some kind of new romantic cycle coming in. Somebody romancing Gemini. Animal spirit guide for up in the ether for the sign of Gemini. What's going on? Ooh, at a crossroads. Look at this spiritual information raining down on you, Gemini. While you're standing in this crossroads, which way do I go? You're just soaking it in. You're almost like this sponge. Can't get enough. You're learning about something or absorbing something here, but really, really interested in your choices here. So there's some kind of choice that's been put in front of you, and you're so interested in the choices. See, this is typical Gemini. You see all sides. You see all outcomes here. You always remind me your energy is like the movie Next with Nicolas Cage, because you're always two steps ahead. You are always able to visualize the outcome no matter the choice. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice, Gemini. But this is beautiful because you can see the outcome of every choice here. So I heard this saying the other day about people judging us by our decisions without seeing the choices that we had in front of us at the time. So you are always, you always have this multiple platitude of choices available to you because you can see the outcome of every single choice. I hope I said that in a clear manner with my scratchy voice. Dragonfly, look at this transformation. Gemini, my God. My God, you're rising up. You're seeing the bigger picture here. You are accepting this transformation. Makes you a little bit nervous. For some reason, I'm seeing a rabbit in the ether there for this dragonfly's transformation. So I'm wondering what's making you nervous about this and why you're holding yourself in this crossroads. It's like you're judging every decision in front of you. You want to see what's going to happen. And sometimes we need to be surprised. Maybe spirit isn't showing you this particular outcome, and so that's frustrating to you, perhaps. A Zen Tarot card for up in the ether for the sign of Gemini. Spirit, tell me about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. Exhaustion. Gemini. It's time for a break. It is time for rest. You're exhausted, especially mentally. You're much more mentally exhausted than you are physically here because you've been holding yourself back, weighing out these possibilities here. You're weighing out multiple possibilities here, but it is exhausting to you in the mind space because you're living these outcomes out. So you're going into the feels of them. You're going into how that feels to be bankrupt if I take this choice. Like maybe that's scaring you. I don't want to have that feeling because you're allowing yourself to go into that feeling of bankruptcy when it's not even happening. So there's a gift and a curse in this because of that angel devil on your shoulder. You are absolutely living the possibility here, breathing the possibility here, feeling as if that is happening in the now. You've got to shift that out. It is not happening right now. This is your projection. This is your imagination. This is a possibility. Just like the tarot cards are always simply a possibility because energy can change so quickly. So once you understand that this is happening, once you understand this is not happening to me right now, this is not happening, I'm going to pull it into the now. I'm going to pull it back into the present moment instead of living a diagnosis that I haven't received, if that makes sense, Gemini. Sharing. Look at this with the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Wow, wow, wow. You're in giving mode, right now. Here, take what I have. Wow, Gemini. Very charitable. Very charitable. You are such a lovely, lovely soul with your charity. It's just like, no wonder you're never rich, because you give it all away. You give it away as soon as it comes in. You're the richest, poorest person everyone knows, right? Or the poorest rich person. There it is, the poorest rich person everyone knows. All right, Gemini, let's get into the tarot. What are you thinking about right now? What is on your mind, Gemini? What do you want to talk about? What does Gemini want to talk about, Spirit? The Three of Pentacles. See, you're in the planning phase. You're trying to figure out the multiplied multitude of possibilities here. So you're living each one out to its fullest. How does that feel? How does that feel? You're really weighing out your options right now. That's wonderful. It's just, you're so balanced because you do weigh out the options. You don't just jump in both feet. You don't decide that the water's cold once you're already in there and drowning. You're going to see, you're going to dip your toe in. You're going to feel your way around this. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. But there's a lot of mind work going on right now. There's a lot of imagination, a lot of fantasy, where you're putting yourself in these situations to see how it feels. It's what we all do, but you're kind of stuck in there. It's like this other dimension where you're living all these outcomes and you're forgetting that life is going on around you in the now moment, demanding your attention right now. What else? What else in the mind space for Gemini? What else? What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? Eight of Swords. Up in your head. Get out of your head. I do this all the time. I get so caught up in my head. My husband is like, hello, hello, Chile. But, and sometimes in our life, it is very, very necessary. And sometimes you need that voice saying, calling you out, calling you back, because it's not happening right now. It's not happening. It's like a bad dream that somebody's waking you up from, and you're in that in between. It's just like, yeah, but I put myself there. I felt that. I felt that loss. I felt that moment. It was so visceral. It was so real. And you just got to wake up. You got to wake up. It's not happening. It's not real. So your imagination has gone hog wild into the possibilities here. So it's time to just clear it out, Gemini. There's no time to just plan 24/7. It's not helping you. It's just making you mentally exhausted. The time right now is to clear. Let those thoughts that come in, pretend they're clouds and let them float right back out. You're not needed here right now. I'll call you back when I need you. I'll call you back. Tell these thoughts. I'll call you back. Seven of Swords in reverse. I love this because Seven of Swords represents sneakery and broken contracts and having to read the fine print, having to look at it all because of the scammers out there and the fraud out there. But there's some kind of boundary you have drawn here in the spiritual and physical realm that you will not cross. You will not try to trick me again. So you're very, very much protected against trickery, that kind of Joker energy. I love that, Gemini. I love that. But it's been an issue with you because it's in the challenge position, the Seven of Swords, but it is in reverse. So you've reversed that trickery here, that somebody trying to get away with something here. Anything more about that? Anything more about the Seven of Swords before we move on, Spirit? Anything more about the Seven of Swords? Page of Wands. It interfered with your travel plans for sure. So yeah, maybe there was some kind of promise or some kind of dream ahead investment, it looks like, with the Three of Pentacles. And something got revealed. There was a catch there. There was a catch there. It sounded too good to be true, and it looks like it might have been. Queen of Wands, you're starting to get your confidence back. You're starting to believe in your choices again. This is so interesting because My dad passed away in 2022. He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, just suddenly, one of those real quick things, and it was devastating to the whole family, devastating. But I was doing my moon potions. I was praying for the miracle, right? Because everybody gets a miracle in their life. I grew up believing, and so that was going to be my miracle. I was going to, save my dad from this, and I focused all of my energy on saving him and having that miracle happen in our lives. When it didn't happen, we were all very much shaken because he had beaten a lot of things. So we were very much shaken. And I was having a conversation with my mom because it very much shook her faith in God, very much, because she believed the same thing, that we were going to get this miracle. So when that did not happen, as life happens, people do die every day. And but it gave me hope the entire time he was going through chemo and stuff. So I don't regret it. But, my mom was saying the other day that it really shook her faith in God. And it made me think about it. And I said, you know what? It really has not had me, my faith in God is intact, but it did shake my faith in myself and what I believed was going to happen. The law of attraction, everything in me believed that we were going to get this miracle. So it had me shaking my confidence in myself because that miracle didn't come. So maybe I'm not as powerful. Maybe I'm not the creator I thought I was. Put me at a real crossroads. But then, that's part of it. My father obviously had his own karma, his own will, especially when it comes to our dying. We have to do that on our terms. We can't go by what anyone else wants. So that was a big lesson for me as well. But that's something like I'm seeing here where your faith in yourself was shaken. And you had to see the bigger picture in that. You had to have that information come in for you. So let's see how you're feeling right now. Let me look at Gemini's heart space. Let's look at Gemini in the heart space. What are you feeling? Beat up. Again, you're exhausted. You're exhausted. Gemini. Whew. God, it's time to take a break. You are mentally fried out. You're just fried out. You've got to take a break. You've got to shut it down. You've got to go quiet here. Go very quiet. You've won the battle. There was some kind of battle that you fought, and you absolutely won the battle, but the war still rages on, right? You're still in defense mode, but yet you're almost too tired to defend the home front any longer. It's just you got your sword up, you got your defenses up, but it's just like, man, if you pushed me, if you even tapped me, I'm going to fall over. So this is a facade. This strength I'm putting forth out there is a facade because I'm feeling very weak. Tell us more. Tell us more about the heart space for Gemini, and we'll shift this energy out. Tell us more for Gemini. The sun. The sun will come out tomorrow, Gemini. Yes. There it is. There it is. There's the celebration. There's the rest. There's the long rest. And you get to wake up and stretch it out and stumble in to get your coffee. There's just no to-do list. There's no, I have to check this off, wake up, write to that list. There's none of this. There's a little bit of laziness. And you get to rest. You get to really not think about it for a minute, not feel it for a minute. Just feel yourself in bliss and sunshine and victory. Victory. This is the celebration, but it's the celebration after the rest, after the victory party, when everyone is drunk and falling over and passing out. This is the moment after the passing out, after the waking up, after the coffee, the moment after the coffee, Gemini. Yes. What else in the heart space for Gemini? The Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. Look at this victory. This is a huge victory. So if you're imagining yourself here to this massive victory, or if this is really happening, you're pulling it into your heart space, you're pulling that feeling in. This is the law of attraction in action here. You are pulling, you are manifesting this feeling of good, this feeling of well-being. Wow, wow, wow. You're changing locations. There's some kind of move happening here in the heart here. So, home is where the heart is, and your heart is home. It's home for once in a very, very long time. You're feeling at home. You don't feel like you're on vacation or in somebody else's home or in somebody else's space. It's like you have this real feeling of being home and having it be yours, like paying off the mortgage or just having this real plan for that next 30 years, right? Something comes in to really secure it down and cement it down to where it's yours. It's yours. It can't be taken from you. It's like a piece of land that you're building on now. And it's just like, this is mine, mine. What's that movie with the birds? Is it Nemo? Mine, mine, mine. Gemini, you're just picking out of your life now what is yours, what you're claiming here. You're really claiming things now. Absolutely beautiful. What else in the heart space for Gemini? What else in the heart space? Oh my God, look at this. The Five of Pentacles comes in reverse, and the 10 of Cups. There's that happy family, that happy life. That's what it's all about. This is what it's about, Gemini. I mean, my God, this is why you're here. This is why you're here, to change it up, to have these miracles come in, to celebrate these miracles without planning them out, without the preparation of it. Like with me, without the rigidness to my want, to my desire. He has to survive this for me to be okay. I was absolutely trying to manipulate the outer experience. I was trying to manipulate his energy, his free will, so that I would feel okay. Oh God, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Now you're understanding that the externals are out of my control. I can't just keep planning that 2 steps ahead of me because energy changed so quickly. I'm going to fall off the cliff every time because the energy is going to change on me. And I'm going to surrender it. I'm going to feel good. And then I'm going to get happy. And then I'm going to trust myself. And then and then nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Yes, yes, yes. It really knocks out this bankrupt feeling here. This feeling that if I don't plan this out, if I don't control this, I'm going to be in bankruptcy. I'm going to be in bankruptcy. I'm going to be homeless. I'm going to be living in a cardboard box. I'm going to be living in a van down by the river. And it wasn't so funny, right? It wasn't so funny visualizing yourself in that van, having no resources, being cut off from the world, being isolated from the world, and not being able to really have resources readily available to you. So you got the best of both worlds now. It's like, I'm going to live off the grid in suburbia. Oh God, Gemini, it's beautiful. It's freaking beautiful. All right, what's in the foundation of this? What is this all about for Gemini? What is this all about for Gemini? Queen of Cups, look at you. Charity, charity, charity. This is all about the foundation, all about the charity work, about the giving here on earth, the service that we provide here. Gemini, you are a beautiful, beautiful warrior for spirit here when it comes to giving to the needy here, giving to those that need. It's just so beautiful. My God, it's just, you can really, really find people who have so much less than you, and you just lift them up. It's with a smile, it's with a dollar, it's with a wink that everything's going to be okay. But you, my beautiful Gemini, are all about the charity of it, all about the giving of it, the sharing of ourselves with each other. God is beautiful. My God, you are Mother Teresa in the flesh. All right, what else? What else in the foundation? Ooh, look at this Emperor energy coming in, really taking your power back and understanding I can't control the externals. I'm going to bring it back to me now. I am the leader of my own life. I dictate the rules of my own life. These are the laws of Gemini. So absolutely, I am not playing by their rules anymore. You just really gone off the deep end now when it comes to falling in line and to giving where they tell you to give, and to really plan it out, and to be that preparer, that prepper is what wanted to come out of my mouth there. That prepper. I'm so done being that prepper. I can't control World War III, but I can control how I feel. God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's just like the snap into place. I get it. This huge, huge aha with the Page of Swords. And then the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun just kind of all around this energy of aha-ness. It's just this crossroads just disappears. It just disappears. You're just moving forward into the light now because you get it. You get it. It was all in your head. It was all in your mind. It was all this big bad dream that you're shaking off now. It's just you've had that Starbucks venti caramel macchiato. You're ready to go. Four of Cups, you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting. You've been really, 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 really focused, and trying to control it. You've had this white knuckle grip on the outcome. Now you're just detaching from the outcome. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to stop trying to control them so that I can feel okay. I'm going to stop trying to force this to happen so that I can feel okay. I'm just going to feel okay. Just going to feel okay with no matter what happens. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's this huge revelation. God, this is beautiful. All right, what else in the foundation? Let's get some last advice from Spirit to Gemini. What is your last advice? Three of Swords. Look at that. Gemini, take yourself out of this tower. Out of this tower, out of this bad dream, out of this horror film. It's not real. 99.9% of the things we worry about never happen. Never happen. It's not what you think is going to get you is not what's going to get you. My father taught me this very, very valuable lesson. We were focused on his heart. We were focused on his smoking. We were focused on all of these things his entire life because we loved my father, was my hero. I wanted him around forever. When I was 5, he promised me he was going to live to 100. He was 85. He was close. But he used to tell me that's not what's going to get me. That's not what's going to get me. He had prostate cancer. He looked me right in the eye. It's not what's going to get me. He just knew. And my father was agnostic of all things. He just didn't know. He thought it was lights out. And that very much comforted him. 99.9% of the things we worry about, Gemini, never come to pass. So let's focus on that 0.1%. That 0.1%, you're going to really, really focus on it because something will get you. Something will. It's inevitable. Whew. All right. What else? What else for Gemini? Last words of advice. We can't leave it on the 3 of Swords. We can leave it on this, though, the 9 of Pentacles, the independence from worry now, because it's not your problem. It's not your job to figure that out any longer. It's really, really leaving it up to God now, leaving it up to Spirit now. I'm just going to keep giving of myself. I'm just going to keep standing in my service here to others. That Wheel of Fortune, as soon as you surrender the need to control the outcome, Gemini, as soon as you surrender it, as soon as you take yourself out of all these possibilities, you pull it back, you call your energy back. You do not get to control my energy outcome any longer. You just pull it back, and your life's about to change when you do that. Happiness truly, truly is on the other side of the fears that are in your mind here, Gemini. So absolutely glorious. But get some rest, get some sleep, go get some sleep, go take a nap, go rejuvenate, go revitalize. You need to revitalize. You need to replenish because it's been tough. It's been really, really tough moving on for you. It's been really tough to get out of your head. All right. All right, I'm going to leave it here, Gemini. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. It really helps the algos in YouTube. And it helps me read the energy because then more energy pours in for me to read. So I love it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And Gemini, I'm sending you all my love and all of my light. And I will definitely tune in with you soon.